welcome to join Xinhua Live. Today we have two guests. I'm Yoyo from Xinhua. Here is Sun Qing, my colleague, and this is Andy, the Poland Trade Investment Office in Shanghai. So greeting to the audience.
Hello everyone.
Hello everyone, I'm Yoyo's colleague Sun Qing.
Next month in November, from the 5th to 10th, the China's International Import Exhibition will be held in Shanghai, the economic hub in China. So why this event so special, and what's the specialty of Shanghai, this mega city? We will take this bus tour to have a look at the city.
Okay, this is a very lovely bus, and as I know, the bus is a very good way for people to see some of Shanghai's landmarks. So let's get on bus and start our visit.
So have you ever tried this, Andy?
No, I've been in Shanghai for so many years, but this is the first time, so very happy to having this adventure with you.
Okay, so now let's hop on the bus.
Thank you.
Okay, so take a seat here. Our route today is from the People Square in Shanghai, the center of the city, and we will to the Nanjing Road, the most famous pedestrian road in Shanghai, and then to the Bund, very beautiful water landscaping, and then we will drop at the Xintiandi. Okay, so now we are in the center of the Shanghai's People Square, where the Shanghai government, municipal government office located in. Now you can see the Shanghai now is becoming the most innovative and most the metropolitan city in China. So Andy, I've heard that you have been in Shanghai for like 8-10 years. So what's your experience for the Shanghai?
I've been living in China for 13 years already, but I came to Shanghai in 2010 to work in the Polish Pavilion during Shanghai Expo 2010. It was a magnificent experience and a wonderful adventure. And after the Expo, we opened our first foreign office of our agency, Polish Trade and Investment Agency here in Shanghai, and I've been covering this post ever since.
Sun Qing, so could you please tell us more about the CIIE, the common event, why it's so special?
Okay, let me firstly share you something information about CIIE. Just like a lot of media has said, this is an import expo. You know, China have export fairs for many years, like in Shanghai and Guangzhou. But for this time, this is the first time that the event focuses on the import standpoint. And this is also the world's first import expo. And according to its official website, it is called that the CIIE is expected to give firm support to the trade liberalization and economic globalization, and also it will actively open the Chinese market to the world. So it's gonna be a really very high-level event for China, and it's very important efforts for China's opening up.
Okay, now we can see the traffic here is very crowded, but also as well is very efficient. Shanghai now each year, like thousands of the tourists from overseas come to Shanghai for travel, and many foreigners come here to live, work, just like the Andy. So the weather today is very pleasant.
Yes.
I hope we can...
Golden autumn of Shanghai, right?
Yes. And although I've been in Shanghai for more than 7 years, but it's actually the first time for me to take this bus. It's very exciting.
So you're like me, you're a new Shanghainese.
Yes, me too.
So compared with the 2010 Shanghai Expo, do you see any like the relation or connection between the Expo and the CIIE this year?
Oh, yes, definitely. I think, well, it's almost 10 years have passed after 2010 Shanghai Expo. I think it was a great opening up event for Shanghai, but it's also a great event for Poland as a participating country. We had lots of Polish government and companies delegations also during 2010 Shanghai Expo over here, and also to other cities around Zhejiang and Jiangsu province. So the business was thriving, and I think now after those 8 years, I think this is a new possibility coming. China is coming onto the global stage, becoming a more import hub, an import-oriented country. So this is very important that International Import Expo is going to be held in Shanghai. I know I was very happy, and I was always asking myself that question when President Xi Jinping announced that in May last year that the China International Import Expo will be held in China. I was thinking, and I was hoping, well, we should do it in Shanghai, like the best city to have such an event. Very globalized economic power, open city with lots of foreigners and foreign business. So one of the best places to be and have such an event.
Now the People's Square is the site of Shanghai's municipal government headquarters building. Have you ever been to Shanghai Museum?
Yes, I do go quite frequently. One of the best museums, I think, in Shanghai. Lots of ancient Chinese culture. If anyone comes to China or to Shanghai for the first time, it's a must-see place.
Any ancient pieces from the Poland came to be shown in the Shanghai Museum?
I don't know if to Shanghai Museum, but lately, I think last year, there was a big exhibition of Polish art in Beijing, also in Shanghai. And this year, in fact, is the 100th anniversary of Polish regaining independence. So there's lots of cultural and business also promotion events happening all over the country. And in the beginning of November, we are also celebrating the coming of the Polish Pavilion, one of the Polish biggest ships to Shanghai. So it's going to also be a very big event for us.
And also on the street, we can still see a lot of elements of the past National Day holiday. So I think people just finish their holiday and start to work today, a few days. So let me give you some more information about CIIE. And just like Andy just said, actually I've been talking with many exhibitors during past few months, and many see, just like you, see this as a very great opportunity for them to access to the Chinese market, especially Chinese consumers. They see this as a gateway to Chinese market, and according to the official number, it is estimated that more than 130 countries and regions and more than 2,800 companies from all over the world will attend this affair. And as I know, many governments and commercial business communities have regarded this a great event for companies who want to doing the business in China or who want to diversify their markets in China. So it seems that on November 5 to 10, a lot of visitors from all over the world will come to Shanghai and enjoy the city view here.
And Now we're arriving at the Nanjing Road, the most famous pedestrian commercial road in the China. And most tourists, when they first come to China, it's their best choice to go through and to know about the city. Along the road, we can see the many shops, cinemas, shopping malls, and different brands from across the road. They open their shops here to catering for the Chinese consumers. And in this road, we can not only feel the pulse of the city, but also can know the potential consumer power of China. So here comes more tourists on our bus.
I think those sightseeing buses are quite a popular attraction in Shanghai. Yeah.
So is there any sightseeing bus in Poland?
Yeah, of course they are. We also have those horse carriages in the city centers, and like in Krakow or in Warsaw. It's also quite popular.
Very cool. So talking with the new brands and the shops in China to find more opportunities for the consumer markets, what kind of that products or which industry that you think might achieve the most successful outcome during the CIIE in terms of the Poland community?
Well, for China International Import Expo, we are bringing 81 Polish companies in 6 different and the biggest sectors that we've got in Poland, and we see greatest potential here in China. Most of the companies are from food business, almost 30. Then we have cosmetics and commodities, 18 companies. But we also have jewelry, amber jewelry, 13 companies, 8 companies from automotive sector, 6 companies from services, also 7 companies from a high-end manufacturing. We even have a small plane coming from Poland to Shanghai, so ultralight plane. So we want to showcase a wide spectrum of Polish products, from food to cosmetics to high-end manufacturing to ultralight planes to automotive. And we hope that those businesses can thrive in Shanghai and in China, find best partners during China Import Expo, and then have long-standing cooperation with Chinese companies.
And Sun-Ting, could you introduce others information about the others exhibitors from other countries?
Okay, and it will be about 150,000 purchasers from both in China and abroad will participate in the event. And the purchasers will from the state-owned companies and the local government agencies, and 500 Fortune companies, and also other global buyers and so on. So for now, the trade facilitation will be positively promoted during the CIIE. And as I know, it could be a lot of products will be arriving in Shanghai this month. I don't know if your product have been arrived in Shanghai.
They are flying right now. They were shipped just yesterday.
Okay. Yes. As I know, the first exhibit arrived in Shanghai on September 6th, and it's a concept vehicle, which will displayed at Finnish National Pavilion during the expo, and it is estimated about 1,500 exhibits has already arrived at mainland China, and there are another 1,000 maybe still on the way, and I think the number can change every day. So although the exhibitors, you can just take part in the event for a week, but the government said they can provide service for a year, because Shanghai has built a one-stop trade facilitation platform for all the companies, and the platform can showcase the products online and also can provide consultations for companies around the world throughout the year.
Now we are heading to another part of the Nanjing Road. It's the Nanjing Dong Road, and along the road we can see some 5-star hotels, shopping malls in that road, and there are all many people working on the road, and they do shopping. The Chinese premier shopping street, Nanjing Road, the length of it is 5.5 kilometers, starts at the Bund in the east and ends in the west at the junction of Jing'an Temple and West Yan'an Street. Today, it is a must-see metropolitan destination attracting thousands of fashion-seeking shoppers from all over the world. There are over 600 businesses on the road, offer countless famous brands, superior quality and new fashions, including the shoes, costumes, makeups, computer, and other from other areas. So have you ever doing leisure time with your family on Nanjing Road?
Well, yes, all our offices were always located around the Nanjing East Road or Nanjing West Road. So on Beijing Road, and now we are also very close to here on Shannon Road. So I walk here quite frequently. Yeah.
Actually, the CIIE is just 1 month away, so we can see that the whole city are busy preparing this event. And we can see on the road here, there are logo of CIIE,
oh, yeah.
And this is part of the important preparation works. And actually, there are a lot of preparation works these days. And for example, I've been to the National Exhibition Convention Center for many times, and I've seen this area have experienced a big change because the majority of projects outside the National Exhibition Convention Center have been finished. And during the past National Day holiday, I reported a comprehensive rehearsal which covering various scenarios at National Exhibition Convention Center. And I think the whole city hold a rehearsal to further improve its infrastructure, and the city also are training volunteers to meet the needs of the approaching CIIE. And like the street, we are now on Nanjing Road, and I think if we travel this area at night, we can also see the light decoration. And this is also part of the work of the preparation work of CIIE, and especially the light decoration has been added to the 20 kilometers long banks of the city's signature Huangpu River, and also covered the 4 bridges which span across it. So it's gonna be quite nice place at night for Shanghai, and it's all welcome the global visitors here during the CIIE.
Well, you know, Shanghai has a lot of experience on organizing such big events. Well, we had 2010 Shanghai Expo. There are lots of governmental events happening every year, so I'm pretty sure that China International Import Expo will also be a great success. And yeah. I think the whole city and all city dwellers are really looking forward to it, right?
Yes.
As we can see the landscape of the shopping malls, we can feel as the China's economy is shifting to a more high level standard, and we can see more and more worldwide brands into this market to deepening their Chinese market strategy. Okay, we've just leaving the Nanjing Road, and along the way here, we saw the many advertisement boards and the symbol of the CIIE and mascot of Jingbao here, so we can feel the atmosphere of the coming CIIE. And now we are arriving at the Bund, the most famous sightseeing in Shanghai. Here we can see the dozens of different architectures with different styles, like the Baroque style, Gothic style, and also modern style. with the different features on this architecture, it's a must-see sightseeing in Shanghai. Okay, along the road we can see the boards of the CIIE's advertisement and also the Jingbao, the panda of this mascot. Actually, when we arrive in the Bund, it reminds me of, I just interviewed the HSBC and the SCB, the two banks which used to be have their office located in Bund like 100 years ago, and this year they are also the participators of the CIIE. So Sunqing is that beside the product brands, we also have the service brands to come into the CIIE, right?
Yes, you're right. Besides the product, the CIIE also features services. Actually, I've been attended the matchmaking sessions, which have been held about 7 times before the expo, and the session is about the service trade companies in the end of August. On that day, I remember that over 20 famous brands like the HSBC you mentioned, and also the SGS, FedEx and UPS and so on, and the companies come to attend the session to advance to meet the buyers from 90 buyers, and in advance to further discuss the trade and their cooperations in the CIIE. So as I know, the CIIE has area for the trade and for the service trade firms. The area gonna be about 30,000 square meters, and the companies from different sectors will be attend these affairs. And as I know, for the service trade companies, it's gonna be 3 categories, like the emerging technology and the service like economic services, tourism services, and other like the logistics services. And I've been talking with one of the managers from the UPS, and he said because the booming of China's e-commerce market, now more and more Chinese consumers are trying to seeking for the global products from all over the world. So it's provides a big opportunity for them to have the business in China. So for the CIIE, the UPS will bring their newest technology and also a workshop to there, and they will invite consumers to directly talking with their logistics experts in order to know Chinese audience needs and for further improve their services. So it's gonna be a very great opportunity for Chinese consumers too, because they will have more important goods from all over the world through the CIIE, I think.
Now, Andy, are there any special brands or companies from the service sector from Poland to join this CIIE?
Yes. Matter of fact, we do. We are having a few companies that are doing business in logistics. One of those companies is one of the biggest port in Poland, DCT port terminal. So they're also coming with us to Shanghai. There's also a few other companies doing import-export logistics, so covering wide range of activities from clearance to shipping and import-export commodities. And there's even, as Sunqing has mentioned, Chinese e-commerce business is so thriving. So we even have a Polish company that does e-commerce payment and also is involved in VR and gaming AI industry. So services, we have 6-7 companies in the services sector, and also we have a 50 meters pavilion, a Polish pavilion in that place.
And I've once interviewed some foreign companies that said if you do not have like a WeChat strategy, you don't have a Chinese market strategy. So do you agree with?
Yeah, I think so, yes. But fortunately, we do have a few Polish companies that really are looking into Chinese market, and they know how to thrive in this very specific way of doing business. So even if they are coming for the first time to China, they already have a Chinese brochure, they already have a WeChat account, they have a QR code on their all the materials. So some of those companies are really well prepared to be established in China. So very happy that those companies are really eyeing Chinese consumers.
Look over there, this is Pudong district across the Huangpu River. What's your impression of the Pudong new area?
Well, I see Pudong from my office window every day, so it's always a magnificent view to see. I know I came to Shanghai 10 years ago, so at that time Shanghai Tower was not being built yet. The highest skyscraper was IFC, so I also witnessed the emerging Pudong, at least for a part, living here in Shanghai.
When I see the Huangpu River and all the shipping, this landscape, it reminds me of the trade data of Shanghai. That according to the customs China, only Shanghai is one area that generates like 1/4 to 1/3 of the whole China's import and export volume. So, is there any trade facilitations for this coming CIIE?
Trade facilities? Yes, as mentioned, the trade facilities will, the trade facilitations will positively promoted during CIIE. Just like we see the Pudong area, this is actually the window for China's opening up, and it's created the economic miracle in Shanghai and also in China. So. Just like you said, I can share a very interesting story with you. When I interviewed with an Australian exhibitor who is selling the milk in Shanghai, and Andy just said you use the WeChat here, and that exhibitor have a secret for selling foods and his products in China, and he play.
What's the secret?
He play Douyin and also a very, very interesting videos and a lot of 搞笑 for fun videos on social media. That's his secret. He will dance in the supermarket, and he will also play a lot of games with the consumers in the supermarket. So that's his secret. So I think that China's opening up and provide more and more opportunities to the business people all over the world. So in terms of the trade facilitations, I think the CIIE will become a very good opportunity to further develop China's policies about trade facilitations.
Just that, as you mentioned, the CIIE provides a great opportunity for all the foreign companies coming to China, and among like the more than 2,800 exhibitors. Among them, there are some like from the big Fortune 500 companies, while others are new set-up companies. So, in your view, what can CIIE bring to this big company, which has deepened in the Chinese market as well as to the newcomers to Chinese market?
Well, I think for those Forbes 500 or those big national or multinational companies, I think China market is not a secret. So they have the power, they have the funds to be established here for so many years. I think China CIIE International Import Expo should be more about those SMEs and small and medium enterprises from Europe, from Middle East, from Australia and other parts of the world. So if China is really going to be opened up and help those companies, and most of those companies, especially from food business or from cosmetics or commodities, are family-owned businesses, so that they don't have the manpower, they don't have a lot of millions of dollars to opening up the market in China. But they still really want to be here. So they see a bargaining power of Chinese consumers. They see cross-border e-commerce opening up. So if through China International Import Expo they can thrive on this market, I think that would be the the biggest and the best success they could ever have. So this also needs the facilitation, as Sun Qing has said, from the local and from the central government in China, how to more widely open business and import products, commodities into the market.
Do you expect that after the CIIE, Shanghai will attract more foreign investments, especially for the SME to Shanghai?
It has to be like this because the China International Import Expo is only for 6 days, but everyone is hoping to be on the market for 365 days of 2019, right? So let's hope those 6 days will be a big opening up and a big success, but then the whole work starts at the end of the expo. So signing contracts and sending goods, logistics, and this is even the more important part than the expo itself.
Just as Sun Qing mentioned that the CIIE has including one part of the National Pavilion. So would you like to update some information about the Poland National Pavilion, like its designing style?
Oh yes, of course. Well, we have also a Polish National Pavilion at CIIE in the 5.2 pavilion with all the countries' national pavilions together. Since we are having 100th anniversary of Polish regaining independence, it's the design style is like a Polish flag with white and red colors. But besides having, and everyone in China knows that Chopin was a Polish composer, so we are having we are having pianists going to play going to play Chopin music at the National Pavilion. We are going also in cooperation with Polish tourism agency. We are also having a photo booth that you can take pictures with Polish landscapes. So it will be just like you are visiting. Yes, you are visiting Poland in Shanghai. But besides overall business and tourism and regional promotion, we are also bringing Polish very famous brands to the National Pavilion. So we are showcasing Inglot. This is one of the biggest and most famous Polish cosmetic brands. We are also having a gaming corner, AI and VR corner. So we are showcasing Polish gaming industry and VR business. So this will be a very, very interesting also part for Chinese consumers. We are also having other companies like Amber, from also big players from food business. So I think there will be lots of things to see in the National Pavilion. There's going to be a bar with Polish beer and Polish juices, so everyone thirsty enough to come to Polish Pavilion will be served with Polish specialty products.
Okay, very looking forward to it. Okay, so this is our last stop. It's called Xintiandi. It's a place that combined with Western style and Eastern style. And there we can see many cafes and boutique outdoors, so we can have our leisure time here. So Andy, have you ever played in this field?
Xintiandi, yeah, I do come quite often when I have the time for chit-chat with friends, some food, nice restaurants, or having a drink in a bar. Yeah.
Well, I suppose during the coming CIIE, there were thousands of foreigners will come to Shanghai. Sun Qing, do you think this is a good choice for them?
Okay, as I mentioned, there are gonna be 150,000 purchasers will come to Shanghai, and of course I will recommend them to take this bus, and maybe they can get off the bus and visit some Shanghai's famous landmarks. And others, I will strongly recommend them to take a visit around the National Exhibition and Convention Center, that place called the Hongqiao Central Business District. That area has been well developed during the recent years and have done a lot of preparation work for the CIIE. And as I know, the government has renovating the roads across the convention center, and also they have developed the cell phone applications to better guide the traffic around the exhibition. So I think that place is gonna be very worth to have a visit.
Okay, I guess we now
Okay.
get off the bus. Hi, look at there. This is Jingbao, the CIIE's mascot. It's so cute. Hello. Look here, this is Jingbao. It's the mascot of CIIE.
Oh, it's so cute.
So, Sunqing, do you know why this color of this scarf?
Hi.
Yes, as I know, this is a very special scarf, and you can see there is two colors. The color of yellow stands for the Silk Road Economic Belt, and the yellow-blue stands for the 21st Century Maritime Silk Road. So, also we can see there is very special clover.
So it's the same style of the convention.
Yeah, this is quite similar to the outlook of the National Exhibition Convention Center, and this also have very special meaning and bring people to luck. So I think Jingbao is very meaningful, and it's also very cute.
Okay, you should take a picture with.
Yeah, definitely. I think we should take all together.
Yes. So I take a picture with you. Okay, so thank you for watching and joining us in Xinhua Live. Hope you seeing the coming CIIE.
Thank you for all for watching our live program, and maybe see you guys next time. See you.